Okay, that works. All right. We are hot and on the record, boys. So, in this link tree, click on CAD system. Everybody here should have a login. We made it a department requirement to have a login. Please go ahead and log in. And community ID is retweet RP. Oh, first thing you're met with, civilian police licensing settings, or something to that effect. We're the cops, so click on the police tab. So you're going to see a lot of things here, and I'm going to break it down one by one for you. So, the very first thing that I'd like you to do, actually, love, I like what you're doing, so we're going to do what you're doing. That was a tight one. Okay, so gents, at the top, you see everything. That's your menu. We're going to be doing a lot of things from that menu, all right? Look up new records, bolos, notes, edit units, 10 codes, panic. Never click that panic button because we have panic buttons in game. That's very loud and obnoxious. I promise you.
Officer,
Yeah,
you fucking idiot.
Oh my God. Wait, you know what? I know who hit it too. Fucking dumbass. Fucking Delta 1.
Delta 1.
Yeah. Everybody say, fuck you, Briggs. 1, 2, 3. Fuck you, Briggs. There you go.
Fuck
all right.
you, Brig.
So, gents, what we got to do? I have to know who you all are, right? And everybody has to know who everybody is. Where it says edit unit, right? Please fill in what it asks you for. Your unit number with zeros. So if you're Charlie 2, please put in C-02. If you're Alpha 5, Alpha-05. Your rank. If you're a patrol officer, you're an officer. You're out of the ranks, you should know what the fuck they are. And you are in the LSPD. I hope so. Then hit update unit. You're going to hear a little beep. Then your last name, if you wouldn't mind. Sorry, I was messing that up. After unit number. So I'm Spartan01, space, it's your last name. Thanks. So you know. Because not everybody's going to have everybody's shit memorized. So, you don't have to do the whole, excuse me, you don't have to do the whole 10-7, 10-8 thing. But if you want to be high speed, you can totally do that. So on the very left-hand side of this little middle box here, you're going to see unit status. We're not using 10 codes in this department. However, 10-8 is active and available. 10-7 is currently unavailable. And 10-6 is out of service. So you're not on. So everybody that's here, yeah, you're 10-8. And that's about it. So that if I look and I see who's currently in the system, whether you're unavailable or you're available, I can see the whole thing. So that's what we want.
Okay, all right. Come on.
So I'm going to show you what something looks like. So this system is going to be used for the two following things. 1, looking up people's records, and 2, bolo. Be on the lookout for stolen vehicles, right? So we're going to start with records. This is lengthy.
Doesn't do it, yeah.
And paperwork takes some time. It's one of the shitty jobs that we have to do. But with accurate paperwork and good role play, guys like CID are going to be able to act on your evidence. And actually, we're going to actually be able to get warrants. You're going to be able to go on warrants. You're going to be able to seize assets. And we're actually going to be able to do some real police work, which is really cool. So, in the top tab, everybody click where it says look up. Now, when you get quick enough with this, my recommendation is to actually do this as a part of your traffic stop when you're sitting in your car. If you have this pulled up and you want to look up who somebody is, look them up. Because if you're dealing with a convicted felon, there's certain actions that you can take with them. So, what I'd like you to type is David Banks, because I made a false record for myself. And then click search. Oh, actually, I deleted that one the other day. Clemenza, do you have that fake one that you have? Or did I? How did I have make a fake account?
I made one on Bjorn Olsen a long time ago.
Okay.
And it's probably wrong.
Drexel, didn't you make one?
What, like a fake record?
Yeah. Do you have
Yeah,
one?
but I can do that. You want me to?
No. So what we'll do is we'll make one then. I'll go through. I was gonna show you what one looked like and then make one, but we'll just make them from the beginning. It's no problem.
Self-explanatory.
And there will be a guide made on this eventually. Drexel will have somebody
whatever.
do it. We'll find an
Whatever.
admin, somebody to do it.
Whatever.
So next to look up, gents, to the right is new record. Go ahead and click on new record. A lot of shit's gonna pop up. It's crazy. It's cool. Here we go. Officer name, agency, and rank. I want it with the slashes in it. So you're gonna fill this out like you're actually filling out a report on somebody. So I'm filling this out. I'm David Banks. My agency is the LSPD, and my rank is chief, with all the spaces and all the things, exactly like it says above. Supervisor name, agency, and rank, everything's the same. If there's 6 of you on and Drexel is the active supervisor that's in the server, put his name on the record. But for now, you can just put me. So you have your name and officer name, then supervisor name, you're putting Dave Banks.
Oh shit.
LSPD, he's the chief. Now, going down to the next John, this is the most important fucking part of the report, because this is how we're going to find the report. Their name. My recommendation to you is when you're in game and you get their ID card, take a quick Steam screenshot, right? And you have it in your little Steam library. Steam's a very smart application. It saves it for you. You could just directly transcribe it instead of asking them for their name. Or if you'd like to ask them for their name, you can do that. So you are going to write this record for yourselves so you have something to reference. So you're going to write it for David Banks. Me, personally, you're going to write it for your cop character's name. And if this was a bigger incident, like a multi-officer shooting or something to that effect, you'd put other names of officers involved below the subject's name. But for now, we can put N/A for not applicable. Excuse me. Now, up to the second column, the type of record that this is. We have 3 types of records in the department: a traffic infringement, a misdemeanor, and a felony. Now, what I was going to show you was that this is what's going to show up when you look up this record. You're going to see 2 things: a case number, the type of case, and the date of the case. So with a quick glance, I need to be able to see, or you need to be able to see, what the type of record that this is. So what we're going to put in here are 3 things. Actually, I didn't get here yet. TRF for traffic, right? Makes sense. MIS for misdemeanor, and FEL for felony.
I thought we were doing TCK for ticket.
Oh, ticket. Yeah, thank you. Well, the tickets. No, we're doing traffic because if it's a traffic stop. Yeah. No.
Well,
sorry.
What was the 3 letters you said again?
I'm gonna write them down,
Right.
but technically it's TFC for traffic. So for your reports, just for your reference, I put TFC, and then a slash, and then MIS, and then a slash, and then an FEL, so you know the 3 types of reports that we're gonna have. But this will all be in a guide later. Plate number. I'll go over to the right a little bit because I want to explain this one. Put their plate number in. All the plates on the actual vehicles might not be accurate. So again, when you're doing your traffic stop anyway, you're going to be F6ing these people and getting their plate numbers, right? You'll want to take a screenshot of that as well. So you're taking 2 screenshots: ID card and vehicle information. So most of the time, if you're doing, if it's a felony evading, we want to know what kind of car he evaded in so that we know for the future, right? So just put in any 6 letter / digit combination for now. Okay, and I would put that with no dashes or spaces. Weapon or force used. If this was a shooting, you're going to put lethal. If you tase them, it's non-lethal. If you manhandled them or woman handled them, it's what's the I'm losing the word. It's the direct Steel. I know you know it.
Excessive force?
Excessive force.
No. You're.
Better.
Oh yeah, firm grip.
The
Firm
progression.
grip. You grab hold to him.
Yeah, a grip. Yeah.
Firm grip. Firm grip.
No, yeah, I'm saying, but for like that, what level of force is that? I forget what it's called. My God.
The firm grip
Like
is
verbal,
the hands.
verbal firm.
Right.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, like
It's presence.
verbal
It's presence.
presence.
Verbal commands, and then firm grip, which would be dragging them.
Firm
get-
grip. Okay.
right, firm
Sorry,
grip, yeah.
I'd forgotten what we were calling that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's either lethal force, non-lethal force, a firm grip, verbal commands, or
Right.
your presence. So presence and verbal are kind of the same thing. So we'll just put that in verbal because if most of the time you're telling them to put their hands behind their back, kind of thing.
Right.
So we know that's non-violent.
Right.
That's also big too because I'm going to be looking through these reports to see how many times we're shooting people.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to not shoot people if we don't have to. But for now, for this example report, we can just put presence. Presence or verbal. We all know that's the same thing.
Suggestion?
Yeah.
We don't put anything there unless anything above handcuffing and searching. Okay, we would note there, and if it says none, then we know that nothing was used above that. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah. So unless we get into big boy stuff, then it's
Right.
It's nothing bad.
As soon as you go anything like your taser or your tackle him to the ground, then you put that in there. But
So if that's the case, if that's
Right.
how you want to do it, just do in capitals
grip.
and /A for if not available. If you didn't
Yeah.
use the
If you just told if everything was compliant and you didn't really
Right.
have to do anything to them, and it was
None.
technically verbal force or your presence, it's
Right.
not applicable.
there you go. Good. Very
We
good.
didn't escalate force.
Exactly.
Thank you, Mike and Leo consultant. Next thing, so we should have kind of like a reverse L going on here. Charges as abrupt as brief as possible, but understandable. In the future, so if you go back to your link tree and then go to crimes and times, the Justice Department, I believe, has just finalized all of our charges and all of our traffic infringements. Yeah, they have done that. That's good. So my recommendation to you, so that things don't change, we're not going to put sometimes we like abbreviate this stuff. We want to be as detailed as possible in these reports, right? We want to make sure that we actually know what we're charging them with. So hypothetically, when you get here, the top charge is murder of a government official. You're going to be doing a lot of paperwork, right? So you're going to just have two tabs open. That's all you need in your life. Copy murder of a government official. You can literally take it right out of the Google Sheets, right? Copy. But you can't copy on this. Sorry. I'll get him to change that. I don't know why they're worried about that. But if he murdered a government official, we want to say how many times they committed that certain infraction or that certain crime, because certain crimes are definitely going to be stacked and or multi-charged, and some things go together well with each other. So 1 times murder of a government official, you can abbreviate government. And anybody want to take a guess how I'm basing the charges out? Slash. So space / space. If he murdered a government official, and he also, if he also almost murdered 2 other ones, 2 times attempted murder of government official, right? Makes sense. Anybody have any questions on that?
No.
Or anything? I'm gonna keep moving. Okay, cool. Location type. Was it a residence? Were you on the freeway? Were you at a business? Were you at MRPD? The generic location. highway, street, street corner, nightclub, or excuse me, business, residency, the broad term. God, this fucking thing does it wrong. I'm so used to the old cap. Okay. Everyone remember what I said about weapon force used? The first one? That's for the suspect. The way this is formatted is very bad. This second one, right below it, weapon force by Leo, common sense. That's what you did.
Okay.
So if you shot him and he shot you, you both use lethal force. If he shot at you and you somehow managed to tase him, God bless you, I'll give you a medal. You use non-lethal, he used lethal. If he started fighting you and you fought him, you both used a firm grip. A lot of this is common sense, guys, but for now I'm just gonna put firm grip in my example. And put as many notes as you need in this file, because it's all gonna pop up if you ever need it. And it'll be something good to look at. I'll be looking at all of yours because I have all your names right here. So, okay, now we should have 6 left in the main block of 16. DT start and DT end. What time it started, what time it ended. I'd like that as accurately as possible. The ending time is probably when you're doing the paperwork. But the starting time, just dates. So the DT start and the DT end the same date. I mean, unless if it's an ongoing case and CID's working on it, we're gonna have 2 separate ones. But this is so that in the system, if we arrest somebody for a firearms felony, we know that in a certain amount of days that they can't have a license, which I'll explain in a minute, and they can be searched for a weapon, that whole thing. So we'll just put in today's date, which we're gonna run the. I'll say this because I know we have some people. We'll run this in US EST, so for this case, it's Thursday, May 16th. And we're doing the American dates, by the way, 05/16/2019. I do way too much talking. And DTN
Suggestion.
is a copy paste of that. Go.
For DT start, why don't you? I'm gonna PM you the format because I don't know where else to write it.
That's all good.
What if you did something like this? One sec. What's today's date? Today's the 16th.
Yeah.
Like that? Okay.
Just the reason why is that I'm gonna look at it, but sometimes when
To me, that's the easiest way because you actually write out the month, so there's no because you have those freaking surrender monkeys over in the EU who like write shit out backwards, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
So it'd be easier just to write it out like the military does.
That's a good recommendation. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I like that. So what Clemenza just recommended is a very smart idea. I forgot that the military does it like that. So that we don't have any date confusions with EU, US, New Zealand, all that fun stuff. You're gonna write out the day. So 16, no TH, none of that gay shit. 16, May, the month, and then the year 2019. There's no issues at all. Great idea. And that's simple. So then when and I'll show you, because you're on the stand when I have you look up this case. It'll look dice. And actually it'll look better like that too. The location, as accurate as possible. The Vanilla Unicorn. The Moretti House. Mission Row Police Department. Pillbox Medical. If there's an address for the specific place you're at, blah, blah, blah. Peaceful Street. If not, the closest cross. Approximately. Not really too worried about that. But just so you know, and you can put VU. We all know what VU stands for Vanilla Unicorn. If there's any property damage, state property, their property, other people's property that we might need to worry about in the court of law, you can put that there. But hypothetically, none of that was damaged. I want to just check. I didn't actually get to look. Do we have... Let me see. One second, excuse me. Okay, we don't have it, but one of the charges that I'm going to want to add is destruction of state property, because that's a really good charge to stack on people. Neighborhood zone, something I'll get to in a little bit. If you want to use a map system that has the codes on it, does anybody not know what the postal code system is, right? In 5M, we've all seen it, right? Rainy and CID and all of them have found a really nice map. It looks great in game.
Could that map be shared?
Yeah, let me get that GitHub, boys. Post that in chat and then I'll pin it. If you want to do that, great. If you don't have that and you just want to give me a neighborhood, right? Vinewood, Vespucci, that whole thing, you know. But, or, you know, if you don't know, North LS, South LS, East, West, whatever, Sandy, doesn't matter. And any injury or death caused, that's anything. Somebody died. I died. He got hurt. I cut him. He cut me. And anything reported by EMS for that specific case. For this one, we'll put NA. But you get the point. So, witness names. Pretty self-explanatory. If they want to commit to a witness statement, take their name, and if it ever gets called up in the court of law, they'll be called as a witness. Hypothetically, we don't have. And any evidence found and seized. So if he killed somebody, take his gun, make note of it. If he had drugs in his car, take the drugs, make note of it. In terms of the server rules in regards to dirty money, can't call it dirty money in game. You all know that. We have all role played before in this channel. But in this system, I want you to call it dirty money, so that we know. And that's mainly what we're going to be doing it for: drugs, guns, knives, etc. But for this guy, I would just put 1 times handgun, but that's all I'll put, because he technically murdered a government official. You ruthless savages. Incident summary. This helps us, mainly, command, with what you actually did. So here's what I'll tell you. You want to give me a lot of detail? Awesome. I'm really going to like to read your reports. I'm serious. If not, and you go to the court of law, and you get fucked because you didn't have an incident summary to prove your case, because remember, they're going to do this on this server because I've already been told about it. They will take shit to court. So if you do not have a nice looking report that I will give the Justice Department when they subpoena me for it, you're going to get fucked. And that's going to fuck the department because I have to write a fat check to somebody. All right. So make your reports nice. I will send out, actually I'm going to find them, but some actual police reports that I've helped generate, as well as some really good examples so that you can get that style of writing down, because it's a little bit different than just talking like you and I are. Okay, we got 4 more things to go. Status. It's in progress, it's open, or closed. If you're writing this and he's already, you can either arrest him and then write it, or write it and then arrest him. I'd recommend write it then arrest him. Shit's closed. Case closed, If it's an active, drug lord and CID wants to make him a confidential informant, blah, 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 it can be an open case, because we could be adding more to the report. And if it's in progress, then it's in progress. Did he commit a felony? If it's a felony, yes, he did. If not, I hope not. And the origin? Radio dispatch, did you receive a notification in game? Did you get a call from me saying, hey, there's a bank robbery here, who's responding? That's a radio dispatch. Did you see, or did you observe somebody pop somebody in the head, or did you observe somebody start robbing somebody, or did you just walk up on it by accident? Do that. And is it gang related? Yes or no? This is a big question. You can ask them if they're in a gang after you Mirandize them. If they answer yes, mark that, because CID is going to probably want to talk to these people about finding out more gang information. We are actually going to be conducting a lot of counter gang stuff, and I'm excited for that. So that's what that's for. So now that you have officially finished your amazing report, go ahead and click add record. And if you look in the bottom, you probably can actually see that. Can you guys actually see that, or no? I think it might just be me.
Sir.
Oh, you can. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can actually see what's going on, which is nice. So now, this is what I wanted to start with, but I didn't have the example record to show you. Everybody go ahead and click look up and type your name. Now you'll notice that the case number comes up, the type comes up, and the date. Colin's a great recommendation with the date, by the way. I didn't even think about that. So now you'll see that if you pull over XY, he's committed 5 felonies in the past week. Shit, I better watch what I'm doing with this guy. You know what I mean? And if it was a weapon, then, you know, you can click on the case. If it was a weapons charge, with the weapon licensing system, we're not issuing them. They're buyable. However, the rule is it's going to be implemented onto the server, and it's also a law. If a convicted felon is caught with a weapon 3 days after being arrested, which means you can search them if they're a convicted felon within 3 days of the notice of their current felony, they get charged with possession of a weapon by a convicted felon. Okay. Did anybody not understand that? I know it's a little bit of a word twist.
I don't think we actually talked about it, but for DT start and DT end, if it's a traffic stop, ticket, anything like that, you're just filling out the DT start. Correct? Is that what we're still doing that?
No, everything's it's the date. DT start, DT end is the same exact thing.
So you do want to fill both of them.
I mean, but hypothetically, it is the same.
Well,
you know.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So that's good. No, good question. But yeah. Other than that.
Ooh, I can see that you
on...
edited. Ooh, I can see that you edited a record as well, which is cool.
Yes, this is true, and I have the full log of edits.
Hey, you might want to make it so we can't remove records.
No, I have. That's not possible. A, B, if you do it, I have the logs and I'm checking them often. You're fired immediately. And C, and C, I'm probably gonna be checking logs every day, so I'll be able to see, you know, hey, Briggs made a case and then White deleted it. Why? You know, be something I'll be actively monitoring.
Right, yeah.
And do be reminded of that police corruption is against the server rules unless you talk to me, and then I have to go talk to the owners, and it has to get cleared, and then you can be as corrupt as you fucking want. So, till I catch your ass. Okay. Next. All right. Right next to new record, you don't see a thing that says Bolo. Be on the lookout. If you get in a chase with a cat and you're able to grab his license plate, do so. Bolo ID 001. You know, it'll make it'll auto make a record for you. The name, if you have the name of the suspect, if not John Doe, Jane Doe, that kind of thing. So you can add a record for whatever. So I'm just gonna do John Doe because let's just say I don't know the guy. He just drove off as soon as I, initiated on him, and I lost him.
Oh, no.
Plate number, if you have it. If not, it's okay. Hypothetically, we really want to have the plate number. When we have license plate readers in the future, you will have the plate number because you'll have it on your LPR. But there's a record for that. If you don't have a license plate or a name, the most accurate description of the vehicle. If you have make and model, that's even better. So, you know, black and white Ford Crown Victoria. Bam. That really helps. So then if I pull that car over, right, and I check the BOLO list, then we know that, hey, I'm looking for plates, blah, 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 blah. I'm also looking for these two names. You could also put in the description if there was an outstanding ticket, like, hey, guy had tint, guy had tint on his window. That's what I was pulling him over for. Then he evaded, so now he's evading, but you're actually going to charge him with evading. But you can also slap him with the old ticket too if you want to be an ass. So then if you click out of the BOLO list, 2 cats have added BOLOs, and you can see them there. And then if you are to find somebody, you can then go in and click remove, and that's the end of that story. I'll remove both of these, no worries. And there's and then there's records of that as well. So be aware of that. There's records for everything, dude. All right. That's what we're using the CAD system for, gents. Anybody have any questions?
Nope.
Okay. I'll be honest. I have all of you know what you're doing in this channel, so I'm not really too worried about all of
booking
you.
and processing just to have it done?
Yeah, you want to do that?
You want to do that?
I guess. All right.
Got it.
I don't even want to fucking talk, but yeah, we'll do it. Come on.
Okay, very cool.
All right. In game. Go down to the bottom of MRPD where the cells are, and then we'll start there. I don't care about your food or anything. Fuck all that. I'll be done in 10 minutes.
I got kicked for being AFK. I'll be back in 1 second.
Oh, I did too. Yeah.
Thanks for punching me, whoever that was.
What part of the booking are we going over? Is it stuff that has to do on the MDT, or is it the stuff that you do, your procedure?
Stuff in game. Yeah.
MDT in game booking. Okay. All right.
The procedures in game.
Okay.
Wait, do we have a plate reader? I didn't even really.
No, we don't have an LPR. You gotta F6 them. Oh god, I'm a bitch.
Any idea when we'll get a plate reader?
I don't know. Any idea when we get a fucking server that works?
Oh yeah, good point. Gotta get that done first.
Alright, boys. Y'all two that are standing over here, come with me. If you're there, I don't know if you're dead models or not.
And not that it, I guess, matters right now, but I guess just as a thing to remember. This is the second time I've come to this door and it's been unlocked.
Yeah, lock all the fucking doors, please, so I don't have Stivs going in the,
I'm going the fun way.
You can also arrest them for trespassing, too.
That door, we already unlocked that door, that's why it's unlocked. And we knew you guys were coming down.
Yep, and by the way, for the first week, if I'm knocking on a lot of wood, if the server launches tomorrow, we are writing out in full fines, charges, everything for a week to show we mean business. All right.
Okay.
So in other words, we don't have discretion for the first week.
Yep.
Okay.
Because if we start with discretion, they're just gonna want more. So, give them a little bit of hardball before we start giving in. All right, this shit's really simple. 2, 3.
Here, do you want to play the Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Someone cuff me.
I'm only waiting on one. We're all good.
Right here.
I know who
Thanks.
you are.
Cuff
Hi.
me. Thank you.
You want to just stay cuffed because you're hot?
Well, I want to
Yeah, you're
go
my
over.
yeah, you're my example.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, there you go.
all right.
All right, manhandle me, please.
Hey,
Are we doing pictures of people we arrest?
That's hot.
Or
we don't
do we-
have. Well, there's no way to add the pictures to the system. If you want to go through the RP of doing it, yeah, cool.
How do
If
I
not-
revive myself? I just died because I was no clipping for the place.
Just do
Can't
F8
revive it.
disconnect and reconnect.
Oh, good point.
Touche.
Yeah, I don't think any of
we'll
us
do.
can revive.
No, I can't even. I asked for that. We got denied. So if you fucking gat somebody, that's the end of that.
Wait, what?
We
Repeat
can't.
that?
Is there any admins
You can't.
on right
You can't revive. No, I'm saying in the field, we can't revive people.
No,
Oh,
okay, that makes sense.
Not yet, at least. I'm trying to get it to where we can because EMS, there's fucking like 6 of them.
Yeah, isn't there like 4 people that are even part of it? I don't even think half of them are active.
Those are some fighting words.
Well,
It's a fact.
LSPD's better.
CID is the best, though.
Why'd you gotta call it CID, man? You should have called it Dick Bureau.
I was gonna call it fucking Rage is a bitch.
People yeah.
Yeah.
call it Crash. Like,
I'm gonna call it Crash is cool, man.
like it's
Yeah, Crash
1980s
is cool.
LA.
Old, old 80s.
Hey, man.
But CID sound a little bit sexier. So.
Whatever.
Alright, I'm starting.
Whatever.
Here. Alright, so, okay. We all know what we're doing in this room. Everybody understands. Get the fucker out of your car. Keep him in handcuffs. And you can either uncuff him and let him walk down here, or you have to cuff him and walk backwards through the doors. Everybody understands that?
Yeah.
Alright, so then their shit doesn't fuck up. If they're being a bitch about it, then yeah, I'd cuff them and walk backwards kind of thing. But just so you can't say I didn't tell you, if you only have one suspect, you put him in here as the highest visibility cell. If you have 2, the one with, being the most erratic / the most charges goes in here, followed by his 2 boyfriends and their girlfriends in the next 2 cells. If this is my boy right here, and I'm moving him around, what I want to do, Rat, this is unlocked. I'm going to walk in here with this boy. I'm going to put him somewhere where I can easily uncuff him from the other side, right? Hypothetically, he'd put his hands, or, he'd turn around and put his hands to the thing. But I don't trust him, right? So,
Yeah, I'm bad.
I'm going to lock... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm going to lock this cell, right? Now, unlock mine. I'm safe. We'll lock that shit. And then something in terms of the RP of, hey, turn around and then get your hands all uncuff you, because make sure you uncuff them before they go to jail. If not, they're going to be in jail with cuffs, and then they're going to get out of jail with cuffs, and they're going to be really angry. You can F5 them right through the wall. Bam, there you go. So, me personally, I don't uncuff people until I'm about to send them to jail. That's just my personal thing. If you want to uncuff them and then ask them politely to come to the door and you can send them, that's cool.
Question.
Yes.
Are they allowed to attack police if they're uncuffed in the cell? If the cell opens the door and they run out? Yeah, is it?
It's
a rule?
If I literally just got out of here right now, I mean,
there wouldn't be anything stopping it. I'd like some RP to it, like if I was being a dick to the guy, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or if he's like a felon, I would
All
expect
right.
a felon to fucking try to get away,
Yeah, is there a command to make them kneel? Get on their knees?
You can do /surrender. It'll make him look like he's doing that, but I
Let me see.
really
Let me
don't
see.
think we're gonna have that much of a problem. Yeah, do /surrender.
Yeah, so if you take them in there and you do /surrender, tell them to walk up to the beds
that's
and
That's
surrender.
not /surrender.
Tell them to walk up to the bed,
choose one.
surrender, then go in there and handcuff them.
/surrender.
Or have them walk over here and turn around.
Surrender.
Yeah, right. So if he does this, right? Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
go
you
ahead.
can't move.
Continue,
But-
yeah.
So you can get out of that animation. So jailing, right? God, everybody can do this. Don't fucking click send because you're all gonna end up in jail. So I would say yes. You know, if he's in cuffs, he's right over here. If you want to do a fake call to dispatch asking for a transport, you just describe the person and what they're being charged for. Make it cool for RP for the streamers. You know what I mean? Make sure you read him his charges. Make sure he understands what he's getting tried for. Or excuse me, what he's getting time for. And then send him away. So the way we're gonna do that, T/jail menu. It's gonna open up a thing that says jail the closest person. Hypothetically, it's just you and another person here. If you have your partner kind of step away so you don't accidentally jail him or her. Jail closest person. Add up the time, put it in there, hit submit. That's it. And he gone. It looks like it did. Wait, I can't do it. That's funny. I mean, I didn't really like that anyway. I've never used
So
that.
now, I've actually got, I feel like this is a pretty good question.
Yeah, go.
So how we're doing, of course, bail bond, all that fun stuff. Say you've got him in here, right, and you go through your F6 menu for fines and whatnot. Say that he is being released on bail. Would you go ahead and you'd fine him twice just because we're doing double the,
Yeah, I know Chief Justice sent it to you and you put it in. Can you read that for me, or can you explain that? 'Cause
yeah, let me
be
go
good
ahead,
for
I'll,
me to
pull
explain.
it up.
It's in our SOPs, but for
I'll
bail and
read
bond
it
people.
verbatim. All right.
Doesn't happen much. But
Bail
it'll
is
happen.
so in the state of San Andreas, we offer bail and bond to those facing punishment within the correctional system. Bail is a way for the defendant to pay the state double in exchange for 0 jail time. When somebody decides to go out on bail, they are pleading guilty to the charges and waive their right to appeal. A violent felon cannot be bailed out. So the calculation for bail is just the total fine times 2. Bond is used when any defendant is wishing to contest his or her charges in a court of law. The defendant will have to pay their full amount of their fine in advance before being released from custody. The police will then issue a bond statement. If the defendant is arrested again before their court date, their previous bond will be voided and serve their time for their bond agreement plus their current charges. Bond is available for everyone, anyone and everyone. Bond paperwork must be submitted within 3 days of the arrest. Failure to submit this casework to the court will null and void the bond agreement, which then holds the defendant guilty of all charges, and a warrant will be issued for their arrest.
Okay. Let me save you a lot of time. If they don't ask about it, you don't have to tell them about it, right? I mean, that's how it works. If they have a lawyer, have the lawyer come down. We're not doing court in the jail cells, right? It's not old school. Lawyers do not belong in this police station. Lawyers belong in a courthouse. So if they want to go out on bond, schedule a court date, they can do so. However, all that paperwork has to get done, and the bond paperwork's not even done for the Justice Department. So as of right now, we are not issuing bonds. I also don't want any bonds issued.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I want people serving jail time. So, to know that we mean business. We will offer bail. That's fine. If they want to fucking pay the state double the money, let them go.
So what I'm saying is, so for bail, when you fine them, just hit it twice, right?
Yeah, so when you're doing the fines, if it's 2 murders of government officials...
Well, for that, you wouldn't get that.
No. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. If it's, GTA, and they want to, just click it twice, and then it'll charge their account twice.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody who bitches about not having any money, it don't matter, because the state gonna take it out of their bank account anyway. That's what you can tell them. It'll put them in the negative. So when they say they don't have any money, fucking charge them still, because it'll take it out of their bank account.
We gonna make dudes in debt very cool.
I hate you, Six.
Yeah, everybody try using the radio animation. It should be V as in Victor. Try holding down V,
It's not.
and nobody's getting it. Okay, cool, because Gafsky's asking me, so I just wanted to send him an answer. Okay. That's basically how to book and process people. And then after the boy's in jail, I have a physical notepad here, gents. I would write everything down, right? Because you're not gonna remember all this. I don't remember all this. Name, charges, they had a vehicle, their license plate number, how much time, and that kind of stuff. Witnesses, the whole, basically your little mini reports on your piece of paper. Then you go to your MDT and put everything in, like we described earlier. Okay? So I have any questions about anything, they have to be related to what we just talked about. Other than when's the fucking server launching. Cool. That's it for me. Drexel, you got anything?
No, not really. I just want to put those 4 recruits that we have. I gotta train them soon.
Okay, well, one's here if you want to talk to him after this.
Who's down? Huh?
Yeah, if you want to pull him and talk that out, y'all can do that.
We can go ahead and figure that out. Yep.
Other than that, gents, if nobody else has any questions, you are all dismissed. Don't leave just yet. I'm going to mark you all down on the thing for the CAD system so that you've technically been trained by me. So then you can play tomorrow. People who don't have the CAD training aren't playing. So there's a way to get you to come to training, right?
What an
That was
incentive. Alright.
And if I'm not here tomorrow when the server launches, Drexel's in charge. Don't fucking burn the place down before I get back.
Alright. I will
Do that with
promise
pride.
that, but
No.
I will make sure that will not happen. RTRP.
Yeah.
Link.
And all these changes for the roster are all effective time now, so you're all good. Wade, you know how to use this system, don't you? I
Wait,
think you helped me. Yeah, you helped me set it up. Yeah.
you just kicked the back of my car and it broke my car completely.
R.I.P.
Like, I genuinely can't move it anymore.
Yeah, kick mine. See if that
Yeah, I want y'all to go shoot some cars right now to test all that shit because they told me they fixed it, and I can't wait to tell them that they're wrong because it's not fixed.
Are we shooting cars?
It like made my
Cars,
it
nice.
made my screen go black for a second, and then it said my vehicle was too damaged.
What? Yeah, the cars are still pretty fucking like tanky. And I'm almost positive that the upgrades still do not do anything.
They do.
I mean, dude, I spent over $300,000 on my vehicle.
On your
There
what?
it
On your
goes.
Vic?
There it's
No,
done.
it's not a Vic, it's an Impala.
There's quite a few shots. With this.
Impala. I mean, I drive the Impala, dude. I kind of like it, but I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
I
it's
like my Impala, but I feel like it doesn't go much like it goes like 5 miles an hour quicker than what it was beforehand, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, it did
it
that too.
upgrades it, but it's not.
My recommendation for officers is the Explorer.
Yep.
It's a
Yeah.
great vehicle.
You kicked my car?
He
Yeah,
kicked
Ford
his
Explorer.
car and it fucking broke.
Wait, did it do it again?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's like a kicking and hitting thing. Oh yeah, mine's too damaged now.
I think it's you, because I kicked the Impala and it didn't fucking...
Wait, here.
You
Someone-
kicked a car and
hold
it
on.
damaged it so much that it really.
Yeah, pull out a car, I'll kick it.
Alright, here, kick this car.
One person. Alright, now try to... No, stay in the car though, because it made my screen go black for a second.
Oh yeah, this
Wow.
one's dead.
Yeah.
That
yeah,
needs, that's not good.
Oh yeah, my screen just went black too.
Well, there goes any hope with the server launching tomorrow, boys.
No, it'll still
Yeah,
lag.
vehicles-
Yeah, they're gonna launch it, dude. That obviously does not fucking leave this channel.
Don't. Alright, basically,
So-
if a civilian looks like he's about to kick your car, run him over.
Another thing, by the way, I know we're all dicking around because we're on the beta server / training server. Couple rules. I don't want firearms pointed in any direction they're not supposed to be unless you're gonna shoot them. I don't want random punching of people unless it's an in-game accident.
Some of you.
And I want some integrity and respect out of everybody when you're talking to fucking anybody. I don't care who it is. All right. Other than that, that's it. And if I get enough complaints, I'll just fucking fire you. So
Thanks, question
guy.
for you.
Done. I'm done. Reading my fucking messages, dude. Fuck that. Fuck that dude, man. What? What? 6 cop rule? Oh yeah. Only 6 cops on at a time. I'll get tossed real quick. Fucking knew it, dude. Oh.